My name is Brigette Hesman, and I'm a planetary scientist at NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center, and I study storms on Saturn. Great white spots on Saturn are these large storms that erupt about once every year on Saturn. A year on Saturn is 29 Earth years. So about every 30 years, we see a great white spot erupt on Saturn. The great white spot that erupted in December 2010 initially presented itself as a small little white fluffy cloud that came up, and various instruments on Cassini were seeing it, and ground-based instruments seeing it as well. And as the days progressed, the storm got larger, and then it got sheared from the top and the bottom of the storm on either side of it, and it wrapped all the way across the planet over the next few months. If you were to scale that to a storm system here on the Earth, what you would have is a storm system that covers all of North America but wraps around the entire planet. There'd be no escaping this storm system if you lived in North America, and it would be lasting for a very long time. This great white spot happened to occur 10 years before we expected it, which was very fortunate because we happen to have a spacecraft called Cassini in orbit around Saturn. And that spacecraft has a full suite of instrumentation that allows us to study this great white spot over all wavelength ranges. We'd never before been able to study a storm system of this magnitude in the infrared, so we are very fortunate at this time to have a spacecraft in orbit and excellent ground-based facilities, allowing us to make a historical record of this great white spot. And that will allow us to compare it in future generations when the next one happens.